Alright, since last time I swapped that faulty contact, which is this one, so it has that broken little piece that should have gone through the PCB and be soldered. I swapped it for the original one. Unfortunately, the distance between these two holes are a bit different, so only one of the two screws aligned correctly. So I decided to just leave it like that, because drilling another hole would probably touch the already drilled hole, and that would have been a bit of a mess. I measured the contacts, they seem to work fine. I also resoldered these contacts, and everything else should be okay. These two are fine because obviously the motor was turning. These two are fine because it has power, so it connects to the battery okay. I still need to fix this issue and this issue, so the stripped threads of the two mounting posts. But in the meantime, I want to get this little capacitor out, the one with the blue and yellow colors, and check the electric eye. I don't know how it should be looking, but probably it should be something transparent, I think. So I'll try to clean it a bit. And also measure that capacitor. So I'll get my my tester in a bit. I'll measure the capacitor, and if I understood it correctly, the reading should be divided by 4, and that would give me a rough approximate of the new value needed for 600 film, and that is somewhere around 150 to 180 picofarads. This one should be something like 700 something towards 800. We'll see. It's not a fixed value, and it should be tested. I mean, the value of the new capacitor should be tested with film. So in case the camera is not exposing correctly, the value must be adjusted. Hopefully it will expose correctly, if it will expose it at all by the end of my not so very skilled work on the camera. Alright, so in order to lift this PCB and gain access to whatever is underneath it, I will need to disconnect or desolder these three little legs from the flash component. This is the flash, and it connects to the PCB on those three little legs. So let's see how that goes. So far, not so good. I need to kind of manage to flip them up, and I suppose it's not that easy. Okay, that's one. That's the second one. And that's the third one. Alright. The idea is to not overbend them because they will probably break, and if they break and you still need the flash, that's going to be nasty. You would need to unsolder these, remove this screw, and then flip the entire board. Okay, and now this can be lifted, and the electric eye is just under this little piece because it's right in front of that lens. And I need to be careful not to break anything. It looks whitish. It's that one over there. I have no idea how it should be looking like, so I will just use some alcohol to clean it. This is the bit of information that I am lacking, so I really do not know how it's supposed to look like. Oh, that's oxidation, because now that I'm using this Q-tip with alcohol, it turned greenish for a while, and when the alcohol evaporated it went back to something a bit whitish. Well, that's as clean as it gets, I suppose. Alright, that's one. And now for the capacitor, I need to unsolder these two little legs. And this is some kind of isolating coating of some sort that I will probably need to strip. everything looks so easy on the videos, but actually doing it is apparently a lot more tricky. Okay, there you go. Now I should clean the holes so that they are ready for the new capacitor. Okay. All right. So I will need to measure this little guy, and I will report back with the findings, and then I will stop for the moment and return when I have the new capacitor that I can put in place. And I suppose that will be the moment when the real testing must begin. So in the meanwhile, I'll also need to order a pack of 600 film. And hopefully this whole charade has been a success. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I got my tester, a multifunction tester, and it says capacitor. No, it doesn't say capacitor anymore. Means the leads moved. Okay, capacitor. Oh, this is not good. It's not 128 microfarads, no way. Let me recheck it. Alright, so here we go, 528 picofarads. 500 divided by 4 is 125, and that's what I'm going to aim for, something between 100 and 125, because I am almost certain that I need to take into consideration the aging of the electric eye. But as I previously said, only a film test will show if that value is correct or not. I'm not aware of any method of precisely determining what would be the correct value of the capacitor. Alright, so for the time being that will be it. If the video so far is decently short, I will be adding the part with the capacitor already mounted, or I will mount it in the video. If the video is a bit longer, then I will stop here and add another entire part with the final steps of this attempt of salvaging the SX-70. Alright, I will see you next time.